To start, we'll simply use the supply chain price optimization template on Browseract. You only need to change the parameters to use Walmart and Fresh Direct for a single product comparison. Feel free to modify or add any other inputs. The target product is where you specify the exact item for comparison between the two stores. The count parameter determines how many data should be collected from each provider. The workflow is simple. It visits the first link, searches for the product, and extracts the key data, including the price, quantity, URL, and seller. It then repeats this exact process for the second link. This is what your agent sees. By simply running your nodes one by one, you can observe the process, and if you face anything, you can debug it and change it in the Build tab. Once the run finishes, you'll see the JSON output. This JSON, which includes the seller, price, and URL, is what Browseract sends to make.com. Please copy this result now, as we need it to continue the make.com setup. Now, search for the supply chain price optimization template in make.com. Start the guide, and I will follow along with you. The first step is to connect your Browseract account. Next, select the workflow. If you renamed it in Browseract, choose the new name here. Once that's done, you'll be able to change the product input. This is where we need the JSON data. While you wouldn't need this step in N8N, make.com doesn't include our full structure in the template, so you must define it yourself. Simply click Generate, paste the JSON you copied, and then rename it if you wish. If you have already added the data structure, simply select it from the list. Next, connect your Google Sheets and AI account. The AI's job is to compare the data and calculate the unit price divided by quantity. Since this is a simple example, be sure to update the definitions based on your actual requirements. Next, you need to add the structured output for the AI. You can copy the fields we already defined inside the AI prompt, but remember that JSON requires all keys and string values to be enclosed in double quotes and separated by commas. I'm showing the JSON example now. The final steps are simple. Connect your Google Sheets, then connect the Telegram module and input your specific chat ID. That wraps up the entire setup. Critical reminder, ensure you input both the spreadsheet ID and the sheet name into the scenario inputs before starting the scenario run. The Google Sheets API uses the spreadsheet ID and product name for dynamic control. Remember that it is vital to create a new sheet with the exact product name first, as the API needs this for the data setup. This is a great example of an advanced workflow. The first sheet node captures the raw data, and the second stores the processed AI output. Both are essential steps that rely on the iterator to separate and handle each item individually. The first iterator handles the JSON data from Browseract. The second is after the second parse JSON module and divides the processed AI output. Now, let's look at the Google Sheet data. As we've saved all the data, your Google Sheet now functions as your database. You can take this completed foundation and customize the rest of the workflow based on your exact business needs. Let's briefly check Telegram to see the powerful results this simple workflow delivers. Thanks for watching the video.